Hey guys, welcome back to the Patterson Family. This your girl Toy P. Hey, here go little Junior. Say hi, Junior. Say hi. Say hi. So today's topic is the why I stopped dancing. And we gonna get into that a little bit. But as you guys can see, these are a lot of shoes. A lot of shoes. And these is not even nowhere near half of the shoes that I have. It's just like a little small portion of what I have. So as you guys are looking at the shoes and looking at Junior play, I started when I was 18. So I invested a lot of my money into the shoes, into the clothes, into a lot of the stuff that I felt that would make me money in the process. And all along I was making less because I was spending so much time and effort putting into the clothes, the shoes, you know, into a lot of things that really made me less, and it took more of my time and more of my patience than what I really had. You know, a lot of girls came in the game making a lot of money. I thought I was gonna come in the game and do the same. You know, it's like, okay, they look good. You know, they got the nice shoes, they got the nice clothes. You know, let me do the same and see if I make the same amount. Nope, I made less. I made less because it wasn't my calling. That wasn't the calling of the path that I was supposed to take. So all along, it was harder for me to get the amount of money that I really wanted. See, a lot of girls were making maybe $6,000, $5,000, $1,000, $2,000. I struggled making those. My money that I made was like working a regular job. That's how much I was making. As if I was working a regular job, trying to get by, just to feed my family and support me in the process. And because I felt like, okay, well maybe if I buy more expensive shoes, maybe that will help me make more money. Nope, I made less. It didn't even help me get a business or anything. It didn't help me with nothing. It just kept me working, getting that job rich. That job made more money than I did faithfully, because the more dancers, the more time you put in, the more effort you put in, the more they take out of you. Meaning, whether it's your check, whether it's the amount of money you make. You know, I got started because of a check. I was receiving a check at one point to pay my bills, but it didn't last long. By the time I looked up, I had to find a job. And because I didn't have what you call education, a diploma, I didn't have anything under my belt. So I had to work this type of job. And it's easy. All you needed was to be a certain age, and you just needed an application to apply. Did I know how to dance when I first started? No, not at all. I was horrible. I was so horrible, guys. Like, I did the jumping jacks. I did the running man. I didn't know what to start off with. Like, they wanted me to do an audition. I didn't even know what an audition was until I got on that stage. I got out there, I think I did like 2 minutes. I guess they played me a song. I did maybe like 2 routines, and I got down and said, how did I do? They said, can you dance a little longer? Because I didn't know anything about it. And I said, well, I can try. So my first night, I made $80. That was more money than what I made out of a check going towards bills, shareholders, people that was already taking control of my check. So by the time I got my check, it wasn't really much but a check. So the only thing I was able to do was pay my rent. Working this type of job barely fed me. I would go to work hungry, so hungry, thirsty. Bartenders don't want to serve you half of the time. They always, management's bosses want to rush you all the time. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Are you on your way? Are you on your way? Are you on your way? And it's like, you don't care. You don't care what happens to me. You don't care what happens to my car. You don't care about nothing. All you care about is when I'm showing up. And don't let you show up late if you're a good worker. They're taking out of your check to leave you with a small portion only so you can keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back to make them rich while you struggle being in the same spot, in the same box, not being able to get out. And I traveled all over. They was all the same. It didn't matter what state and city I was in. People can say, oh, you was in the wrong city. Baby, I tried to hit all the right cities. It wasn't my calling. It wasn't for me. And I did it for over 10 years trying to make it work, not understanding why all along. Until I got pregnant. That's when reality hit me. See, I felt like I was still, able to still do this. But when I got pregnant, I had to get let go due to my pregnancy. So my back was pretty much up against the wall. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? There's nowhere to go from here. And it's like I done tried so many things. And I said, you know what? It's time for me to tell my story. It's time for me to let people know who I am and where I came from. And show you guys my family. Show you guys something different. And so I chose YouTube because I knew YouTube was going to tell my story. And I knew YouTube was going to tell my life. And I knew YouTube was going to reveal of what the truth really is. See, everybody has a calling. You just got to know what it is. And I had to find my calling. And my calling is you guys. Telling my story. Showing you guys my life. This precious baby that came out of it. This is the reason why I stopped dancing. I stopped dancing because of my child. That was my calling. My calling was to invest into him. My calling was to make sure that he don't struggle the way I struggle. To make sure that when he is hungry, he got food in his belly, shoes on his back, clothes, whatever. I have to do that. And I have to make sure of that. And me working a job ain't gonna give my son the security that I feel. Because anything can happen to my baby. Anything. If anything happens to my baby, who is that on? That's not on nobody but me, because I'm the parent. So I have to think smarter and do right for my child, which is to invest my time into him. Because at the end of the day, he's the most important. He's the most life. He is what makes me get up in the morning motivated to talk to you guys and tell you guys my story. Because, baby, I've been through a lot. And I've seen a lot. So, my life wasn't easy growing up. I had it rough. I had it hard. So I didn't want that for my kid. You know what I mean? I did not want that for my kid at all. I wanted my kid to have the finer things in life. Whatever you want, baby, I got you. Because I always grew up with the word of no. Can you have this? No. 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 Maybe. I don't know. And it's like, my son asked me for something. I should be able to get that for him without a doubt. I don't want to say no, maybe. I don't want to say, well, can you? I don't want to do that. Because that's going to make it to where he looks at it like, man, why I can't have what other kids have? Why I can't have it? You know what I mean? So I would never want him to struggle the way I struggled. So I invest my time and my patience into my kid. Because that's what I'm supposed to do. Because that's my calling. Because that's what my calling was to do. Was to take care of my son. Provide for him. Change the cycle Don't do the same cycle that everybody else is doing, working a job, coming home, having somebody else you paying, taking care of your kids, so you don't know what your kid like to eat. You don't know what your kid like to watch because they done changed it up. Your kid talking different. You know, your kid ain't talking the same, and it's like, hold on, different. You know, I want to be able to see the difference. I want to be able to see his growth. I want to be able to see his first walk, his first tooth, his missing tooth. I want to be able to see from the time he came out to the time where I know he's able to say, Mama, I'm married. This is my family. We here for holidays, Sundays, any days. You know, because I ain't had that growing up faithfully. So I'm going to make sure I do that for my son. My son's going to always, forever be mama's baby, no matter how old he is, because that was my calling. So I'm going to make sure I got to do what I got to do to make this work. And my baby don't like me going nowhere without him anyway. So I'm stuck. He got me trapped. You know, I'd rather be trapped like this than be trapped in a box. Gotta do something for somebody else to get them rich while I struggle. And then I gotta sit here and grow my son up so he can struggle the same way. How that sound? That don't sound right at all. That don't sound right at all. And a lot of people gonna try to get in your way. A lot of people gonna try to get in the way of your blessings and the way of your greatness. I have allowed that to happen so many years, so many times. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. He motivates me. He's my motivation. You know, so I do it for him. If ain't nobody else gonna love my kid the way I love my kid, and ain't nobody gonna feed my kid the way I feed my kid, and ain't nobody gonna put clothes on his back the way I would put clothes on his back, because you have to keep it coming. You can't just buy something just one time or just once a year. No, you have to keep it coming, because that's what parents do. You have to keep it coming. So I gotta keep it coming. And the harder I go, the stronger it makes me. Because I see my son every single day when I wake up in the morning. You feel me? That's a blessing to me. Because that's what I always wanted, and people try to take that from me. I always wanted a family. I ain't never want this. I wanted my own stuff. And a lot of people tried so hard not to let me have the stuff that I wanted. And when I did get the stuff that I wanted, they got mad at me for it. So I kept going and I kept going and I kept going and I kept going and I kept going. This time, I ain't going for the wrong reasons. I'm going for the right reasons. My baby. So, you guys like these, right? I'm giving away to those who really feel, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. Don't worry about it. It's hard coming up with shoes. Shoes is expensive. So if you like it, I got you. I don't need it. What I need it for? I'm giving it away to a person that do need it. I ain't just giving it away now. It got to be to a person that I feel that I know that's going to need it, because some women have failed in the place where I fell. They started. And nobody helped them, because nobody helped me. So that's who I'm doing it for. It's a blessing for me to give away something that I really don't need. I don't need it anymore. I'm focused on my kid, what I need to dance for.
Thousands of these little shoes. This little, I just grabbed it out the closet
and I know you're looking like, damn, some of these are old. Actually, no, baby, I never wore these. These came fresh out of the box. Brand new.
Tell you the truth, we go out and buy you some shoes, but we don't do this no more. But this is the blog. What is the blog about?
Why I stopped dancing? I stopped dancing because I wanted to give somebody else a blessing. I got so much dancing equipment and stuff that'll actually help. Even though if this is something that you want to do, if this is the route that you want to take because you're tired of people taking from you and you want to make your own money, I understand that. It is easy to make your own money. It's like Potawatomi. What you put in is what you get out. You know, I put in more time in shoes than anything else. So, and it's like, I'm not dancing anymore. What do I need them for?
What did you learn from dancing?
I learned that you don't put your time and patience into somebody else's equipment. You put your time and patience into your own equipment so that you can see it grow. So I put my time and patience into him. Me and my family, we invested into ourselves. We don't invest into nobody else anymore. We invest into ourselves. So whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's stock market, whether it's whatever it needs to be, this is what we invest in. Why invest my time into something that I know ain't gonna get me nowhere? All I was gonna do is ended up being just like this.
What's your next investment?
My
what
next
are you trying to do?
Make it to where when you look up 20 years from now, my son is good. He don't have no worries. So that's mine. So that's how I look at it. I do it for him. I do it for my family. You know, I learned that you don't invest your time into nobody else's. It's too much energy, and it takes too much of your time consuming away from your family, away from the people that you really want to be around. Whether it's going out to the movies. That job might call you and say, you gotta work. You can't go out to the movies, but you already made plans to go out to the movies. So at the end of the day, a job is gonna keep you in the same spot. So why work a job? It ain't no different than a job. So for me, I'd rather invest my time and patience into my son, into my family, and into me, and into my business. You know, so we definitely have several businesses. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we focus on us. We don't have time and patience to be focused on somebody else that ain't going to get us rich. They more worried about getting themselves rich than anything. Same thing with clothes, shoes, it don't matter. They all focus on making their family rich. They ain't focused on nothing else. You know, and I thank you guys for the comments that you guys have been sending out to us. I know I haven't been able to, read them all, but I ended up reading them all, and I just want to say I thank you guys for encouraging me to keep going and encouraging me to tell my story and encouraging me to show you guys my family and show you guys what I got. You know what I mean? Show you, that because I'm doing it for my baby. I'm doing it for my loved ones, And when you guys send me those lovely comments, it just melts my heart and it just makes me want to keep going and keep going. So please keep those comments coming and please keep those subscribe buttons coming, guys. You know what I mean? Because I love you. You guys make me go hard too in the paint, because the more you guys like and subscribe, the harder I'm going to keep pushing out videos back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Like, I'm not going to stop you guys. Like, this is what I want to do. I got a story to tell, guys. And I want you guys to see my baby grow. I want you guys to see my family grow. I want you guys to see where we came from. I want you guys to see, like, dang. I'm telling you guys, we love you. I got you. But that's what it is. That's what it is. And I love you guys for it. Because without you guys, man, my back would be up against the wall. So I love the comments. And I love the subscribe that you guys have given me. And I love the courage that you guys are giving me to keep going and keep going and keep pushing and keep pushing and just keep going. And it's like, the more comments that I hear like that, the more I am going to keep going. Because it ain't no stopping. Once you start, you got to keep going. You can't just, I'm just going to start and then I'm just going to stop. No. If I put my time into bull crap for over 10 years, why not put my time into something that's going to make me great, that's going to build our family great?
No, Chris. Oh, she wore a little bit, huh? A little
no,
bit.
I never wore them.
Just a little bit on here. You been grinding on here.
Oh, you know what? I did wear those on my birthday. I forgot. Yep, you guys, I wore those on my birthday one time, and I fell, and I didn't wear them since. I had to put them up. I do know a person that fixes shoes, a carpenter.
If this is what you want to do, I'll buy you some shoes.
Shoes, but this is just what, this is just a
This ain't-
small little
that
portion.
ain't
But
the
I'd
game
rather
I
go
want.
out and buy a person a brand new pair of shoes if that's what they
I'd
really
rather
want.
go into real estate. That's what our next move is. Real estate.
It's time to invest into yourself, whether it's in your sleep, whether it's while you eat, whether it's while you go play and play with your kids and whatever else you got to do. Invest that time into you, man, because not all the time.
Real
You can't do
estate
it.
and land. Make sure you get a piece of land. Why not get a piece of land of America? It's free. Go ahead and buy you some land in America. Something.
I
to
always
own.
wanted land.
You want to own some these days. Land. A piece of real estate. Stock. Crypto. Crypto. It's no more of a dollar no more. Watch, in the future, we ain't using no dollar. We're using all cryptocurrency. Pay attention. Everything's going to be digital.
The world is changing, guys, so we got to go with the change. We can't be like our parents. Just be like, oh, the world ain't going to change. And then we're stuck struggling trying to figure out why is y'all did not listen. Why did y'all not pay attention when the world was changing? Y'all was supposed to change for us. And our parents didn't do that. Like, our parents kept us struggling trying to work a job and still trying to encourage you to work a job. And it's like, why work a job if it's not going to get me where I want to be? It's not going to give me my own business. It's just going to make them richer to keep their business up and running while I still work. And 20 years later go past, I'm still working. Like, what have I accomplished? Nothing. I accomplished nothing at all. So I thank you guys for listening, and I thank you guys for tuning in. Keep those subscribe buttons coming in. Keep those likes coming in. It's time for me to get little Junior to sleep. Love you guys so much. Hey! Mwah.